Welcome back to the channel. I'm standing next to the 2022 Nissan Titan Pro-4X. Let's talk about pricing here for the Pro-4X. Starting price is at $50,900. This one comes in around at $60,670, which undercuts the other competitors by a ton of money. But if you guys are in the market for a Nissan, be sure to check out H. Greg Nissan and ask for Gabby. She will get you into your next vehicle. Looking at the exterior styling here for the Nissan Titan Pro-4X, my model is painted in this beautiful shade of red. It looks good with the gloss black or black painted trim here throughout this vehicle. Looking at these headlights here, they're going to be a full LED projector headlight with an automatic low and high beam, LED daytime running light with this incandescent turn signal, but Nissan does throw in full LED fog lights here at the lower part of the bumper. That's front parking sensors, also with these recovery hooks here. And this is a real metal skid plate. Some other competitors don't offer a real metal skid plate in the actual front fascia. It's basically tucked very far underneath the vehicle, but it's nice that Nissan does give you this metal skid plate here right at the front of the vehicle. I like the nice black painted grille here. This also wears the Nissan logo here with this red or orange finish to it with this front facing camera. You guys are gonna need this because this is a off-road vehicle. There's the Pro-4X badge stamped in the actual lower part of the grille. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the Nissan Titan Pro-4X. Me personally, I think it's a very bold, aggressive looking truck here in this segment. It does offer tons of value compared to some of the other competitors in their off-road trim. Looking at the side profile here, this has a 139.7-inch wheelbase with an overall length of 228.7. So it's right on par with every other full-size truck in this segment. And Nissan says this has 9.9 inches of ground clearance, so pretty decent ground clearance here in this segment. Looking at these tires and wheels here, these are a 275/70 tire. They're wrapped in this 18-inch rim design, and the tread on these tires are pretty good. They're kind of like a street going tire, but I'm pretty sure some owners will probably put more of an aggressive set of tires on this vehicle. I like the chrome outer trim to the rim design with this gray inner pocket finish with the multi-spoke rim design. It looks really good here, especially with this red exterior paint. The fenders here are going to be like a cladding finish to it to protect the beautiful red paint. And this also has full metal running boards here. Some people might take them off the vehicle, but there's this LED side marker here with this gloss finish mirror cap here. There's some more gloss trim throughout the side profile here with these black painted door handles. My model is missing that large panoramic sunroof. You guys have to go for a different trim level if you want that sunroof. I'm pretty sure you guys can also get it here in the Pro-4X. My model does not just have it equipped, but there's this 5.5-foot bed here with the Pro-4X decal here, which looks really nice. Looking at the rear of the vehicle here, that does have full LED combination taillights with an LED brake light, incandescent turn signal, and reverse light here. There's the Pro-4X badge there with this black painted trim here. It does have the Nissan badge, backup camera, and there's the Titan name, which is spelled out. Kicking this from underneath the truck here, it does reveal the step so you guys can access the bed instead of letting down the actual tailgate, and it does go back under the truck very quickly. There's rear parking sensors. Nissan says this vehicle can tow around 9,072 pounds. There's your 4 and 7-pin connector here, so if you guys want to tow, Nissan says this vehicle can tow, like I mentioned, 9,072 pounds. There's going to be lights here for the tag. Open up the tailgate here. It does have a soft opening tailgate. Once it opens up, it does reveal the spray and bed liner. There's some recovery hooks here, also with these tracks if you guys wanted to add a tonneau cover. And there's this port here so you guys can charge things up. And the payload capacity is around 1,500 pounds. Sitting in the interior of the Nissan Titan Pro-4X, this interior is very well laid out. This is a 9-inch display. It does support Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You have to use a USB cable if you like to show your phone on the actual screen there. But reaching over here to shut the door of the Pro-4X. The door sounds very solid. But to start up the vehicle, you guys know, put your foot on the brake and press the start-stop button right here. And everything will come to life. The gauge will do a nice sweep. You're greeted by this nice graphic of the Titan front and center. This has analog and this digital display here. Of course, the RPM and the speed is going to be analog. With this portion front and center is going to be a digital display. To customize that, just swipe your finger here to show you your driver aid, also your tire pressure, and your settings, which is your driver assistance, towing settings, your speed is there, your off-road page. You're definitely gonna need that since this is the Pro-4X model of the Titan, and different gauges and whatnot, your driving time and so forth. Over here is going to be the wind wiper, turn signal. The headlight controls off to the side. There's 2 person rear seats. The materials are pretty decent. This area right here is going to be nicely padded with this chrome accented door handle. You can power fold the mirrors in via this button here. There's your mirror adjustment controls, automatic up and down for the driver and passenger windows. It's going to be nicely padded here. Looking down here is going to be a large storage compartment. 2 cup holders. There's your cargo lamp, your illumination switch. You can also lock their center diff. Your hill descent control is there. Your illumination switch. There's this carbon fiber like trim here throughout this interior. It looks really nice, especially with the nice orange stitching here. This is grab handle if you're short to get into this large pickup truck. And this also has the Fender sound system, which sounds pretty good. It's right on par with the other competitors' sound system. Putting the vehicle into reverse here, looking at the backup camera, it does offer a top-down 360 view. There's trajectory with distance markers. Pretty good camera quality, especially you guys are going to need it, especially if you're going off-road. Putting the vehicle into park, it does offer a traditional column shifter here. It's nice that Nissan still offers that, but this truck is being rumored to be killed off for 2023. Looking here at the CarPlay does show this very bright and fast screen. It's really responsive. Going here to the Nissan interface, this is their older interface, because if you guys see my Altima review, Nissan does offer a newer interface. It's the same interface that's shared with the Nissan Ariya, which is their full electric vehicle. I haven't reviewed that vehicle just yet. Hopefully once the dealer gets some in stock, I will show you guys a full review. And looking at the mapping system here, it's very responsive, very snappy. Like I mentioned, it's one of their older interfaces, but it still offers really good resolution and very snappy here. There's volume and tune knobs here, dual climate control. There is heated seats here as well. And there's your trailer brake control here. Right now I have it in 2-wheel drive, which is rear-wheel drive. Switch it into 4 high, you go like that. And to go into 4 low, you have to push it in and switch it to the right. You guys might want to do that if you're, off-roading and whatnot. The passenger also gets heated seats. There's 2 cup holders, and you can remove this tray to reveal more storage. My iPhone 14 Pro Max does fit in this somewhat of a phone holder here, which is really nice. I like that Nissan does allow you to have your phone up vertical. This is the corporate key fob here. It has Nissan on top of the key fob. There's remote start, lock, unlock, and panic. And you can use this key here just in case the battery or something were to die. You can access the truck there. There's the stability control, parking sensors, hazard button, and your driver's assistance tech is here in your heated steering wheel function. There's a 12-volt for the passenger and whatnot. There's some shortcut buttons here for the infotainment system. Above, there's going to be LED lights throughout the cabin, which show very bright. And there's a sunglass holder. Sadly, my model is missing that large panoramic sunroof. Looking at the glove compartment, it does offer good storage in there. The seats in here are very supportive and comfortable. I like that it says PRO-4X here on the side of the seat with this nice orange stitching. 2 cup holders here for the rear passengers. This area here is going to be very padded. I like that Nissan does offer that. It does offer a good amount of storage, right on par with every other truck in this segment. You can also hang some stuff here like pins and whatnot. But overall, the interior, like I mentioned, is very well laid out. It's a very good looking interior. But let's hop into the back seat of the PRO-4X. Looking at the interior space here of the PRO-4X here, open up the rear door. It does offer tons of space, just like the other competitors in this segment. Looking at the door panel materials here, it's the same material that's curved over from the front. Well, nice padded portion here. The switchgear feels nice with this chrome accented door handle. It's going to be nicely padded here with the stitching. Looking down here, it does offer large storage and cup holder space with this carbon fiber like trim here. And lift this up, it does reveal the underfloor storage. And to pull down the seat, just grab this handle here, and it does fold back into place. I like the nice stitching here, feels really high quality materials that Nissan uses. But getting into this truck, there's these running boards here, like I mentioned, with this grab handle. Getting back here, as you guys can see, I do have, let me remove this box here. I do have plenty of foot space underneath the driver's seat. Nissan says this has 38.5 inches of rear legroom space. There is 2 mat pockets for storage here. There's 2 cup holders. You also have your own set of rear air vents here, charging ports, 12-volt, a household outlet, and there's also heated seats here. Pulling this armrest down here, it does reveal 2 cup holders, and above there's going to be full LED lights throughout the cabin with this grab handle on both sides. But sadly, my model is missing that panoramic sunroof here, and you can open up this rear glass if you guys need more air to flow through this cabin. But overall, the back seat of the Titan does feel very spacious, even though it does have one of the smallest legroom specs in the segment. Let's talk about the powertrain specs here for the Nissan Titan PRO-4X. This is Nissan's corporate 5.6 liter naturally aspirated powertrain. Produces 400 horsepower and 413 pound-feet of torque. It is paired with a 9-speed automatic transmission. As this vehicle sits here, it weighs around 5,800 pounds. Nissan said this does have a payload of 1,500 pounds, and this vehicle can tow 9,072 pounds. Making our way over to the fuel door, let's talk about fuel economy here for the Titan Pro-4X. Nissan said this is rated to get 15 in the city, 20 on the highway, and 17 combined. So I'm behind the wheel of the Nissan Titan Pro-4X. It's been probably over a year since I showed you guys a Titan review here. This vehicle, since this is the Pro-4X, was the off-road truck, it does offer 9.9 inches of ground clearance, which is pretty good ground clearance, especially in this segment here. Visibility out of this truck is really good. You can see over this vehicle very well. The back does have good visibility. Also, these good side mirrors, these large side mirrors here. It looks like it does have blind spot monitoring. Let's talk about the seat comfort here. One of the best seats in the segment. Very supportive, very comfortable. They're heated seats. It also has Nissan's driver's assistance tech, which has their lane keeping assist, their forward collision warning, and whatnot. So pretty good driver's assistance tech, especially for this to be an off-road truck. This does have 9.9 inches of ground clearance, so it's pretty decent in this segment. The ride quality feels like every other truck in this segment. The steering feel is very playful. You can feel what the front tires are doing, which is going to be good for off-road use. And this does have Nissan's 5.6 liter V8, which makes 400 horsepower, 413 pound-feet of torque. And this thing sounds like a beast. Nissan did discontinue their diesel powertrain, which the other competitors in the segment are basically dropping their diesel powertrains. Chevrolet and GMC are still the only ones in the segment to offer a diesel powertrain. The other competitors, some of them have even dropped their V8 powertrains as well. But this vehicle does offer a good ride quality. I like the nice tech in this vehicle. It's very well laid out, very snappy infotainment system here, even though it's one of their older interfaces, because the Altima and the Aria do wear their new interface. This vehicle also has four-wheel drive. Right now I have it in its rear-wheel drive. There's a 4 high. You push it into going to 4 low. There's your trailer brake control here. Nice knobs and, you know, very modern feel looking cabin. It doesn't feel like a digital vehicle in the sense of like all this fancy tech and whatnot, but it is nice that Nissan still does give you a very well laid out interior. Large storage in this vehicle. The rear passengers also get a lot of space in the back seat. Also heated seats, USB charging ports, rear air vent. Some other competitors don't even give you that type of features and whatnot. I would say that I think the Titan is one of the best options in the segment. It does undercut the other competitors by a ton of money, and I think it's still a good proposition, especially in this segment. After spending time with the 2022 Nissan Titan Pro-4X, this vehicle does offer good ground clearance. As you guys can see, I'm in somewhat of an ideal condition where most owners will take this pickup truck, but most owners probably would not. I like the nice, well laid out interior with that 9-inch display, which supports Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The exterior styling, to me, like I mentioned, is very bold, very aggressive. With that being said, hope you guys have enjoyed my full review here on the 2022 Nissan Titan Pro-4X. Be sure to check me out on Instagram at Drive1Reviews. Hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications, and I will see you all in the next video.